Greetings, everyone, and welcome. We're going to be playing some Pauper Cube today. And it looks like we're starting off a little bit strong with Exclude and Doomblade available for picks. What does this do? Bounce a non-land permanent. If it was kicked, bounce a second. With kicker, sack a land. Let's see. There's some very good cards in this pack. I think I'm going to take Exclude, because it seems like the kind of thing that's really gross and limited. Not that we just play blue on this channel by default, but, you know. Alright, we got Volcanic Hammer, Sorcery Searing Spear, we've got Deputy of Acquittals. We wanted to play like a blue-white flash deck. There's Elite Vanguard. Sky Scanner seems also kind of fun. You can play it in any deck. It flies and it cantrips, so it's never a dead card. There's also Pondering Mage. We want to be paying more mana. I think I don't see anything in another color in this pack, and I'm sure there are people who disagree with me, that is worth picking a second color. I think picking Pondering Mage or Sky Scanner here is correct. There's some argument for like First Sphere Gargantua, because that card's just nuts if you cast it or unearth it. But I think I'm going to take Pondering Mage and stick with blue cards at the moment. Okay. Pack 3. We have a Wretched Griff, sort of a blue card. Syndic of Tides has Extort. So Deadweight, Vault Scourge, just a good card in general. Clutch of Currents. A removal spell with kicker, turn the land into a dude. This is tough. It's also Settle Beyond Reality, which is really good. We could go for like blue-white flicker removal shenanigans. That'd be a lot of fun. This is tough. This is a lot tougher than I'm used to doing. I'm not used to having this many good picks in packs. Let's see. I think we'll take the Wretched Griff. Okay. Udamag's Krasha. Sorry. I had a friend who used to say that in an Arnie voice every time he saw it, and I love it. So there's a big dumb way to win the game for sure. There's Fixing, Cycling, Flying Lord, which seems really good, and Removal. Just your standard claustrophobia effect. I'm tempted to take the Fixing, because we saw a few black cards go by that were really, really good. And it's a worthy splash. Cycling seems good. I don't think I can just let these go by, though. Because, like, we're going to be in blue. We're already kind of deep in blue. We'll take Water Knot. Okay. So Eyeblight's Ending is a good removal spell. Law Mage's Binding, also a good removal spell. Mana Leak, what I'm considering picking right now. Sapperling Migration, Serrated Arrows. Beginning of your upkeep, there are no arrowhead counters on it. Sacrifice it, remove an arrowhead, put a -1/-1 on a target creature. So this is remove up to 3 X1s. Do I want that more than I want Mana Leak? Here's another flicker effect, but we already passed the one. I think I want Mana Leak. Some other good cards in that pack, but Mana Leak is a very good card. Okay, Flag Bearer. Aeromunculus is really good. Splashing Green could be reasonable, because this card's pretty decent. 3 mana, 2/3 flyer for 3. He said redundantly. It's also Narcolepsy, which is really good blue removal. another flicker ability. I'm going to take the Narcolepsy. We're just going to stay in mono blue as long as possible. Until we see something that's like, we absolutely must take. What is this card to? Untap a creature an opponent controls, gain control of it until end of turn. So it's a 4 mana instant speed act of treason. Archaeomancer is really good with Mana Leak and Exclude. We also have Silent Departure. I think I'm going to take Archaeomancer. There's potential for like some nasty loops we could do with that. Snake Form. Until end of turn, target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green snake with base power and toughness 1/1. And you draw. So we have the option of a really good 1/1 for 1 that flies and scries. 3 mana to bounce, make a treasure. I kind of like Snake Form. This just seems like good removal / an amazing trick. Plus it cantrips, which I'm sensing is a theme. Okay, Agony Warp. I think... Let's see. We don't have a lot of creatures, but Stitch Drake is good. I think I'm going to take the Fixing, though. Because there's some potentially really good blue cards. Speaking of, Deputy of or white cards, there's Deputy of Acquittals, which is a flash bear that could bounce a creature and save it. And we have a lot of good creatures that are worth casting again. I think I'll take it and put it in the side for now. Syndic of Tithes. Yeah, I think we'll put that in the side as well. Ooh. Dismal Backwater came around too. Do I want the opportunity to maybe splash black, or do I want a cycling blue land? I think I'll take the Dismal Backwater. Serrated Arrows came all the way around? There's some argument for Gluttonous Slug, but I'll take the arrows. That seems like a card that's pretty good. Yeah, we're not playing a green-red card. There's a universe where we play a double black card, but I don't think it's this one. And Squad Captain. Time for Pack 2. Alright, Pack 2. Preordain. There's a Tortured Existence. Terror. Court Hussar. Submerged Boneyard. Most of these are cards that I want. Let's see. I think Preordain is just generically good. Court Hussar is good in our deck, especially if you find another blue-white land of any kind. We could take White Mane Lion as well if it comes around, and then do like some interesting flicker creature rebuying. That would be really, really fun. But is it better than... Is Court Hussar better than Preordain? I think the answer is no. I'm going to take Preordain. Azorius Guildgate. Countless Gears Renegade. 2 mana 2/2 with Revolt. Make a 1/1. Shaper Parasite Morph. Can kill a dude or shrink it. I think I'm going to take the Guildgate. I think we might be playing a blue-white deck of some kind. Okay, so there's a Cloud Shift, which is good for flickering. Test of Faith. Triplicate Spirits. I kind of like this Cloud Shift. There's I think the other cards in this pack might actually be better, but I wanna take Cloud Shift. Okay, Reprobation. Target creature loses all abilities and is a coward with base tough power and toughness 0/1. Whisper Agent. Flash and Surveils. Ghostly Flicker. 2 artifacts, creatures, and or lands you control. The problem is we don't have a lot that's worth flickering at the moment. We have some good enter the battlefield effects like Archaeomancer. Actually, with Archaeomancer, that probably is reason enough to take something like Ghostly Flicker. but we're passing into the Royal and even Eternal. I'm going to take Ghostly Flicker. We have Archaeomancer, so that makes Ghostly Flicker way better, because we can flicker Archaeomancer and then get value off of something else as well. So there's a Delver of Secrets, a Cavern Harpy. When it enters, bounce a blue or black creature and pay 1 life to bounce it to your hand. Another Turn to Frog. There's a Pestilence, which is really good. It's like one of the only board wipes that's a common. Could get a Wayfarer's Bauble for ramp. I'm gonna take Delver. I don't know that that's necessarily the best choice, but we're gonna try it out. Okay, Gingerbrute if we want an aggressive creature, which I don't think we do. I think that's a mono red creature. Or an Opt. We'll take an Opt. Okay. When it enters the battlefield, you may bounce a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Bounce a creature, draw a card. Mnemonic Wall. That's another Archaeomancer, and it blocks, and it gets flickered very nicely. I think it's between that and Evolving Wilds. We already have a couple pieces of fixing, so we'll take Mnemonic Wall. I'm sensing some mono blue enters the battlefield shenanigans. Kind of like where this is shaping up. We do need more creatures, and we will need more fast. Just realized Ghostly Flicker is a way to reuse serrated arrows. Okay, we have Prophetic Prism is always good. There's a Gideon's Lawkeeper, which is very nice. I think we take the Prism. It's another way to get value off of our Ghostly Flicker. Submerged Boneyard. I kind of like taking. It's going to get easier and easier to splash cards as we go into Pack 3. Countless Gears Renegade is a flicker for value target. Boneclad Necromancer. Exile a creature, make a 2/2. Kind of like this guy a little bit more. We'll take him. I don't think we want Inspired Charge. I don't know that we're playing Test of Faith. We'll take Highland Lake. Okay. Wow. So this has Undying and High Flying into the Royal or Whisper Agent. We really need creatures. Fine. Whisper Agent. Cavern Harpy into the side. We'll see if we're going to play it. Final Payment into the side. Thrill of Possibility. Okay. In this pack, we have Coiling Oracle. No green fixing, but this would be an amazing flicker target. Flicker of Fate, Gurmag Angler, Tithebearer Giant, Repeal, I could see Repeal being pretty awesome. We could also take Frostburn. Weird is just a dude. I'm going to take Repeal. Okay. see. Fire and Ice is cantrip. Mardu Horde Chief is a good creature to flicker. Aether Snipe enters the battlefield. Bounce a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That's a good flicker target and a creature, technically. There's also Snap, Phantom Monster, and Prismatic Strands, though I don't think we have enough white creatures for that one. I'm going to take Aether Snipe. Whenever a creature card is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, sacrifice it, and return it to the battlefield. A 1-mana 2/1 Bonded Construct, Calcite Snapper, Ephemerate, which is just better Cloud Shift. It's a Gryff Vanguard, which is just a flyer that draws a card when it enters. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Take a Gryff Vanguard. Okay, at the beginning of each upkeep, tap enchanted creature. This is just another Narcolepsy. Dimir Informant. Whispers of the Muse or Oblivion Ring. I'm going to take Curse of Chains. Okay. So Deprive, which is basically Counterspell. Jilt, which we can actually splash for off of Highland Lake. It's a very, very good card. Spined Thopter, I think, is what we're actually going to take, though. That's like the kind of creature we want in this deck. So there's a Striped Riverwinder or Perilous Mirror. I don't think we'd be playing much else in this pack. We could also take Obnic Illicit Cruelty. I'm going to take the Riverwinder, though. It's kind of expensive for what I want, but it's a creature or a cantrip in a pinch. Double white might be kind of hard for Daybreak Chimera. I think we're going to take Stave Off as a combat trick. Okay, Ikite. It's a flyer that's cheap and gets more powerful if we draw cards. Hunted Witness. Rager. I think I'm going to take the Ikite and we're going to try and play like a tempo game of some kind and then late game do a bunch of flicker shenanigans. I don't know if that's the greatest thing we could be doing, but it is a thing we can do. Do we want Frostburn Weird? It's this or Witching Well. I think we can take the Weird. And look at that, we ended up as mono blue with the options for a white splash for like Deputy of Acquittals, I guess. Ooh. Snap or Fire and Ice. So Forked Bolt or Tap and Draw versus Bounce and Untap 2 lands. We do have Mana Leak, Opt, and we could do like an Exclude or a Ghostly Flicker play. I think I'm going to take Snap. Card's just good. Take a Burn Spell, I guess. Take a Cantrip. Take a Death Toucher. Take a Combat Trick. And a Viashino First Blade. Alright, let's group creatures separately and figure out what we're playing with here. So as it stands, how many instants and sorceries do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In a 40 card deck, that's almost 25% instants and sorceries. I think I'm going to cut Curse of Chains. I could see bringing it in. I just want a high number of instants and sorceries for our Chromancer, Mnemonic Wall, and Delver value, basically. Actually, Water Knot is just worse than Curse of Chains, it looks like. It's better if the prevent untap clause is relevant, but let's see. So really, we kind of curve out at 5 because this is sort of a sorcery. This can be a cantrip, and this can get its cost reduced somewhat. I think 16 lands will be fine. And the way that we're currently set up, we don't have to splash. We can if we need to. I'm kind of interested in splashing for Deputy of Acquittals, because that way we can buy back creatures at instant speed. It's sort of a trick, and having more reasons and plays we can do around things like Snap, and another actual reason to run Prophetic Prism rather than just a cantrip could be good. Yeah, let's see if we can actually make that work. We'll just splash lightly for Deputy. And maybe like a stave off. We do not have very many creatures, so we need to protect the ones we do have. I think actually Cloud Shift and Stave Off probably should be in this deck. Which means we need to drop things that don't protect our creatures, or don't help us protect our creatures. 1 second. What? Come on. Okay. What was I saying? Right. We need to cut things that don't protect our creatures as well. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just run it like this. 1 light splash for Deputy of Acquittals, or mono blue. I don't want to think about this anymore. Let's just do mono blue. And then we do have some white sideboard options if we need them. See you guys in round 1. Alright, round 1, here we go. We have a land, we're on the draw, but we have no cantrips. We do have an Eye Kite, we do have a bunch of 2-mana plays. 16 lands. Would this hand be okay if we got a land behind? Maybe? I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, I like this hand a little better. We'll keep. We're gonna put back Striped Riverwinder. Try it like this. Okay, opponent starts Mountain. We draw Whispers of the Muse, so we'll play an island. Opponent is on some sort of Is It deck. Will Whispers of the Muse. Draw a card. We find a Prophetic Prism, which is a decent two mana play here. And we find a Preordain as well. We'll cast Prophetic Prism, draw a card. Opponent has a Scorched Rusalka. Sure, take it in for 2. We take it, go to 18. Play an island. Pass the turn. We're going to try and Whisper Agent at our opponent's end step. Opponent going to get in for 3. We'll take it and go to 15. We might snap here something. Burning Prophet. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets 1/0 until end of turn, and then you scry. Okay. We are going to snap Electromancer, then Whisper Agent, then Narcolepsy, Burning Prophet at the moment, I believe is the sequencing here. So we Whisper Agent, we get to Surveil. Island into the grave, we don't need it. We untap, we draw. Mana Leak. So we play an island. We attack. This is kind of bad if they have a cantrip, but I don't think they do. Okay. Then we Narcolepsy, Burning Prophet. They can still sack it to Scorched Rusalka, but that's fine. And we have a Mana Leak. Yay, mono blue tempo. Okay, opponent plays an island. They replay Electromancer. Pretty interested in mana leaking that. Opponent gets in for 1, we go to 14. We draw. Snake Form. Cast Preordain. Archaeomancer and Wretched Griff. I think we want Archaeomancer. I don't know if we want Wretched Griff. We probably do. Put on top. Put on top. Draw Archaeomancer. Play an island. Go to combat. Get in with Whisper Agent. Take our opponent to 14. Then we'll play Archaeomancer. Okay, opponent had a Remove Soul. We tap Burning Prophet, as we do every turn. Opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. We draw Wretched Griff. Go to combat, we'll attack for 3. Take our opponent to 11. Pay 3 to emerge a Wretched Griff and draw a card. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell. This will be really bad if they do. They have an Exclude. Ugh. Well, at least we still get to draw a card. Okay, we'll opt. Aether Snipe. We might draw a land. Leave it on top. It is a creature. Okay, opponent plays Archaeomancer and picks up Exclude. Really hoping we draw land here. That is not a land, but it is the next best thing. We'll play our 5-drop. Draw a card. It's a land. Play it. Pass the turn. Opponent has Lash Out. Deals 3 damage to a creature. Clash. If you win, deals 3 damage to the creature's controller. Okay. We both revealed lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put it on the bottom. So do they keep the land and play it for exclude? Probably. Yep. Opponent gonna get in for 2. We go to 10. We draw an Ikite. It's probably better that Ikite eats the exclude. So play Ikite. Okay. They exclude. We have to pass. Flurry of Horns. Create 2/2/3 tokens with haste. Okay, well this gives us a good target for snake form. Snake a Minotaur. Make it lose haste and draw a card. We get a Ghostly Flicker. That could be pretty good with Aether Snipe. Opponent gets in for 4, that's fine. We go to 6, we draw. Come on, something good. Island. Play an island. Cast an Aether Snipe. Bounce a Minotaur. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain. They have a Mana War, sure. I think that means we're dead, actually. Because we could bounce the other token, but we're taking 4 this turn, and they can actually just kill us this turn with Scorched Rusalka, which they should do, to prevent us from potentially drawing into some kind of out. Oh, they have a Stagger Shock. Yep, good game, opponent. Okay, so our opponent is playing Is It Tempo. We're playing mono blue tempo, and they have the option of burn spells for reach, which is kind of a big problem. I think this does, in fact, warrant the white splash options that we have. There's also some desire to bring in Syndic of Tithes, Dang Orzhov, and hard to pronounce names. Simply because getting to extort on a lot of things that we're casting is pretty good. I think Serrated Arrows is going to be a little slow. Don't know about anyone else's opinion right now, but that's mine. Snake form, a lot of their creatures were 1 power. It's just 3 mana, think twice, it's not very good. We'll take out Whispers of the Muse. It's probably the weakest card in our deck. Bring in Tranquil Cove, Azorius Guildgate. Add 3 planes. We need to cut 1 card. Probably should be a non-creature. Yeah, let's just run 41 cards, because we're bad at this game. Why not? Alright, we'll play first. We will keep this hand. We have Exclude into Archaeomancer, into Pondering Mage, which is pretty good. Curse of Chains if they play something scary really early. Probably should have played the tap land there, but we did show him Mana Leak. 1 damage to any target and 1 damage to you. There's a Curse of Chains target. Play a Plains, pass the turn, leave up Exclude. play Tranquil Cove. Actually, Curse of Chains and Narcolepsy only mean that that creature has to... They have to choose between using that creature at their upkeep or not at all. Which doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay, opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. We take it and go to 20. Burning Prophet. We will exclude Burning Prophet. We draw an island. Untap. And we draw an Aether Snipe. We'll play an island. Go ahead and Archaeomancer. Pick up Exclude. Pass the turn. Now we have a blocker for Fireslinger. They play a Frostburn weird. That's fine. We find Repeal. Okay. That's pretty sweet. We're just going to pass. We have so many instants and they're all amazing right now. Opponent pings us and themselves. Opponent attacks. We will block. Alright, didn't think this totally through. Let's repeal the Frostburn weird. We do have Mana Leak backup, so this isn't quite as bad. I totally forgot this creature pinged. You know, because I'm good at this game. It's okay, it's not that bad of a misplay. We'll go ahead and Mana Leak the Frostburn weird. Deputy of Acquittals. So we can play our 3/2 flyer. They have a lot of burn spells. We could play Pondering Mage. Or we could hold up Exclude and Deputy of Acquittals and get in for 1. Kind of like that. See if they're willing to block and ping, because we can get them to ping themselves here. Okay, they block. Our opponent has disconnected. Well, I'll let you know if they come back. Otherwise, I'll see you in round 2. Alright, it looks like our opponent has reconnected. Otherwise, they finally pass priority somehow. Well, I mean, I thought they were back. Okay. So we let the ability resolve. So they get pinged. Then we Deputy of Acquittals. Pick up Archaeomancer. And pass. Opponent plays a Scorched Rusalka. Do we exclude that? I think the answer is yes. They probably have a better 2-drop, but this creature gives them a lot of reach. We draw Snap, which is pretty awesome. And a Delver. Okay, what do we do here? I'm kind of thinking of Delver pass, because we could Snap Deputy, Deputy Delver if we have a problem. Otherwise we can just play Pondering Mage. They do have Remove Soul though, so I think Delver is safer. I'm kind of dumb because I just played that into an active pinger. But you know, like you do. They're gonna kill Delver. Do I want to do anything about it? No. I deserve to be punished for my actions. Sorry about the punt. Opponent finds and plays a mountain. Okay, we're gonna snap Fire Slinger. We don't have anything to do with the extra mana, but I think that's fine. They have a Jilt, which they're going to use to bounce that to hand and shoot our guy for 2 damage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we untap. We draw a land. Play a land. We could just hardcast Aether Snipe and bounce their island. I kind of like that. Keeps them off of double blue. Return target non-land permanent. Oh, this is the second worst misplay I've ever done, short of casting Time Warp targeting my opponent, and it's almost equivalent. Yes, I enjoy tapping out. I thought this was return. I, for some reason, was like, oh yeah, no, it's capsize on a body, which would make it insane. That is not what that card does at all. Alright. Get it together, Kano. What are we doing? Let's see. I think Pondering Mage is going to be our hardest creature to kill. We could just actually cast Aether Snipe this time. That might be reasonable. Bounce their Electromancer. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, this time we're not bad at this game. If anyone needed further proof I don't read cards like I should, that should be it. Hypothesizzle. Main phase. Okay. They're going to draw 2 cards, they're going to discard a non-land card, and when they do, they're going to kill our Aether Snipe. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You get in for 1. We got an 18. We draw Wretched Griff. Yeah, let's go Pondering and see if we can't hit a land. Land, opt Prophetic Prism. Top, top, top. We will not shuffle. Play an island. And I think we're just going to Narcolepsy this. If they want to use it, they have to use it at their upkeep now, which greatly limits its utility. But they still have it and a burn spell they're willing to cast this turn. So they play an Electromancer. And they Fire Ambush it. Sure. We draw our opt. They don't have blue mana, so let's just cast our Wretched Griff. Draw a Prophetic Prism. So our opponent has to have, like, Heartfire or something to kill that. Lash Out. Lash Out and Ping. And they revealed an island. We don't need another island. Put it to the bottom. Actually, maybe we should be trying to get lands, because we could get some pretty gross flicker shenanigans going on. Opponent plays a land. And they play Pondering Mage. Sure. They do choose to shuffle. Okay, we go to 16, we draw Island. Play an island. We'll go ahead and Curse of Chains that guy. We could Archaeomancer Mana Leak. We could actually Archaeomancer Snap. Excuse me. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to Archaeomancer, and we're going to get Snap. Are we going to get Snap, or are we going to get Mana Leak? We're going to get Mana Leak. And then we're going to pass the turn. Okay, they ping us. They play a land. Flurry of Horns. I don't think is worth making them tap out. Is it? Maybe it is, actually. No, this is fine. Okay. You get some 2/3s, opponent. They attack for 6. We go to 9. Okay, we're going to opt at their end step. Kind of looking for Ghostly Flicker. That's a preordain. We untap. We draw. We find a Stave Off, which is somewhat useful. Let's preordain. Island bottom. Frostburn Weird to the top. Play Frostburn Weird. We could play Prophetic Prism here and still have Mana Leak Stave Off. I think that's fine. We draw a land. That gets a little better, actually, because now we can activate Frostburn, Mana Leak, and Stave Off. Pass the turn. Blink of an Eye kicked. Which card in our hand is currently more valuable, Mana Leak or Stave Off? Opponent is getting a lot of lands in play. I think we're going to Stave Off and name Pro Blue. This could be wrong. I'm banking on our opponent having something a little more expensive in hand, or fighting on the stack being a little more relevant. Okay, they ping us. We tap 2 of their dudes. I totally deserve to lose this match, by the way. So bad. Okay. Opponent gonna go attacking. Block. Block. Okay. Pump once. Trade. And they pass. Okay. We draw. Island. Play an island. Okay. Play Mnemonic Wall. Pick up Repeal. Repeal the token. Spined Thopter. I think we have to cast this turn. The problem is we're on a maximum of a 6-turn clock right now. Well, they're just going to kill that instead. Okay, Whisper Agent. Okay, and they kill the Thopter. I've made no less than 3 serious punts this game. This game, not match, game. Okay, Watcher in the Mist. How can I get myself out of this one? We'll start with Griff Vanguard. Draw a card. Play an island. Play an Eye Kite. And pass. Ping us. They have a Man of War, which they use to bounce Ikite. Okay. Do we have to block that? I think we do. There's Ghostly Flicker. So replay Ikite. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent has to tap some stuff. They ping us. They play a land. They attack there. So we block. Okay, now do we flicker? We could flicker and we could get stave off and protect Ikite. We could flicker Ikite, but that's not right. We could flicker Wall, Prophetic Prism, get back Ghostly Flicker, and draw a card. That's probably better. I think we lose Ikite here and just try and draw a bunch of cards off of Flicker, Wall, Prism and see if we can't find an out somehow. We do have a mana leak, but I think that's not going to be very useful. Into the Royal Bouncing Mnemonic Wall. Okay, so we're not going to get to do a bunch of stuff here, which is unfortunate. We do at least get to draw a card, and we can get back Ghostly Flicker next turn, but its utility is very limited. We get a Cloud Shift. That lets us buy back an additional instant or sorcery out of the grave. We draw a Striped Riverwinder. We only have 6 cards left in deck. Play Mnemonic Wall. They have Exclude. Alright, that might do it then, because I don't think we can do anything else. Cycle. Whisper Agent does not do it. Alright. Oh, that was super bad. I am so sorry. I know you're all going to be screaming at me in the comments for those punts, but I'll see you guys in round 2. Welcome to round 2. We'll play first, and better, hopefully. Alright, we got a Preordain and a Delver, and a Mana Leak. I mean, this might be a free game. So start Land Delver. Opponent plays Mountain Mog, kills Delver. Well, that was kind of disheartening. Play an island, pass turn, hold up Mana Leak. Burning Tree Emissary. We'll go ahead and say no. Looks like we're against mono red of some variety or other. Serrated Arrows could be very useful in this matchup. So play a land, leave up Whisper Agent. Opponent cycles a Forgotten Cave, plays a mountain, and plays Krenko's Command. Alright. Let's see if we can surveil our way into a 4th land. Opt into the grave. We draw 4th land. Play serrated arrows. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Opponent does not block. They take 3. Okay, we'll pass turn. Opponent attacks for 2. Sure. We'll take an extra damage. See what our opponent plays. We might be preventing them from taking their best option by keeping this serrated arrows up. A 1/1 with first strike for 1. And a Rift Bolt to face. Okay. So we will... I don't know why you wouldn't Rift Bolt this, actually. I think that may have been a mistake. I think with this long pause, our opponent realizes that was a mistake. Once again, we have an opponent who's taking an awfully long time. They did disconnect and reconnect. Okay. Let's go ahead and preordain. Yeah, I'll keep an exclude. Attack for 3. Take our opponent to 14. Pass the turn. Raid Bombardment. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals 1 damage. Oh, okay, so it's like Cavalcade of Calamity, sort of. Sure. Kill the goblin. Opponent hits us for 2. Sure. And passes. We draw. Mnemonic Wall. Go to combat. Hit him for 3. Now, what is our best play here? I think it's actually our Chaomancer. We're going to get back Preordain. And we're going to try and dig for more action. We are leaving ourselves open. Shields down for a moment here. Stagger Shock. Okay. Opponent gets in for 2. We take it. Draw an island. Hit our opponent for 3. Doing this way so that sorry. Our opponent has to pick between Stagger Shock targets here, and so we can leave up Exclude. Opponent's just going to Stagger Shock face. Interesting. They play a land. They have 1 card in hand. They go to combat. We kill Grim Initiate, so they cannot attack with it this turn. And they got nothing. We lose our arrows. Draw an island. Play an island. Preordain. Pondering Mage and Ghostly Flicker. And we definitely want Ghostly Flicker. Maybe we want both of these. Go to combat. Hit him with everything. Pass the turn. I'm going to get in for 2, take us to 5. We could flicker now. Hopefully we don't get lava axed. Oh my gosh, they had it! We should have blocked. Ah. Alright. Alright. I didn't think they could do it. But that's fine. So we are going to bring in the white splash here. We're going to do Syndic of Tithes as well. Okay, we had to cut 4 cards. Probably our more expensive ones. I think Riverwinder can come out. I think cutting Opt is okay. And we gotta cut one more. Probably a non-creature spell. I think it's gotta be Snake Form. I think everything else is just too good. We're at around 41, because that's how I roll. Which is bad, of course. I roll badly. I'm not round. We'll play first. Yeah, sure. We'll keep. It's not amazing. We do need some help here, but we're going to start with a turn 1 Delver of Secrets and hope for a super high roll. See if our opponent has the Mog Fanatic. They do not. Okay, Delver. Top of our deck is Narcolepsy. It needs to be an instant or sorcery, so we will not reveal this card. And we play a Syndic of Tithes. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain, attacks for 1. We'll just take 1. I don't want to risk losing our Extort here. We do need to draw land, though. They Lightning Strike the Delver of Secrets. Okay. There's our land. We'll play the land. We'll go ahead and get in for 2. Take our opponent to 18. Opponent plays a Mountain. And a Mog War Marshal. It's a 1/1. That makes a 1/1. Opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. We draw a Snap. So we're going to play Frostburn Weird. We will extort it. Pass the turn. Opponent not paying the Echo cost. They play a Goblin Instigator. Sure. We would like to draw another untapped land. Heartfire to kill Frostburn Weird. Okay. We're going to block the Goblin just to remove the number of possible attackers. It makes a raid bombardment attack much smaller if they've got it. Okay, we get a Ghostly Flicker. So let's snap the Goblin and extort. Untap, untap. Go to combat. Attack for 2. And we will narcolepsy. Well, they have artillerize and stuff. Does it matter? Whatever. No extort this time. We did not draw land. There's the raid bombardment. Okay, opponent gets in for 2. That's fine. Would like to draw land for the serrated arrows, and we do. So play a plains. Attack for 2. Play serrated arrows, no extort. Pass the turn. Kill Goblin Instigator. Okay. Sweet. Draw Wretched Griff. Go to combat. Attack with Syndic of Tithes. Take him to 10. Pass the turn. We could potentially kill an X2 as well. They're going to firebolt their own guy. Questionable. Not sure why you wouldn't firebolt the Syndic of Tithes, but okay. He got a Morbid trigger? Okay. Still not sure where you're going with this. Kill the zombie army? Sure. Okay. Yeah. Go to combat. Hit him for 2. Well, when you make mistakes as bad as I do, and your elo is as bad as me, occasionally you will run into people who will make equally bad mistakes. Okay, we're going to flicker these 2 things and pay for extort. And opponent is out of cards. We draw a Spined Thopter. Go to combat. It's like bright and sunny outside, but it just started pouring rain. Weird. Okay, we are going to full price a Spined Thopter and extort. And the game is over. Whew. Alright, run it back. Game 3. Let's do it. Alright, this is not an amazing hand. We do have a Preordain. We could potentially kill an early 1/1 just with a blocker. We have both colors of mana. I'm going to keep. We're on the draw. Okay, opponent starts Mountain Grim Initiate. We draw Archaeomancer. Its action. Preordain. Serrated Arrows, Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall bottom, Serrated Arrows top. Opponent going to play a mountain, get in for 1. Yep. Play plains, pass the turn. Okay, Goblin Instigator for our opponent. Opponent going to attack for 1. We're going to flash in Deputy and block. They get a zombie army token. We draw Prophetic Prism, which we will be playing. Ooh, a snap. Snap is so good when your opponent has tokens and you have something to do with the untaps. Okay, 4th land for our opponent. A lightning bolt to kill the deputy. Okay, at least it's a bolt not aimed at our face. Opponent gonna get in for 3, that's fine. We draw a mana leak. So we can snap into Serrated Arrows, or we can snap into Archaeomancer. Kind of like snap into Serrated Arrows. We'll hit the zombie army token. I don't know if it's their only way to add to that. Untap some lands. Play Serrated Arrows. Start shooting. I knew this card was good. Opponent gets in for 1. We take 1. Go to 15. Mog War Marshal. And a Goblin. Play an island. Play Archaeomancer. Gonna pick up Preordain. Gonna Preordain. Griff Vanguard. Well, it's a creature that can trip, so it can't be that bad right now. Because we just need to, like, out-card advantage our opponent right now. As soon as we do, we win the game. Provided we don't run out of life first, so... They sack the War Marshal. They don't have any interest in paying the Echo cost, which tells me they're going to use a lot of their mana this turn. Or not. Kill a token. Okay, they have an Artillerize. Sure. They can't slash, don't attack. We draw Stave Off. It's actually kind of important. We'll play Griff Vanguard. We're going to telegraph it. Even though we have a Prophetic Prism. We draw a Delver. I think the Stave Off is more important. Okay, opponent's going to go attacking, that's fine. Block and block. Opponent was bluffing? Question mark. Play an island, play a Delver. And start attacking. Okay, opponent taps a land and plays another one. And Chain Lightnings are Griff Vanguard. Let's Ghostly Flicker our Vanguard and our Prophetic Prism here. Draw some cards. I think drawing more cards will end the game quicker. I guess we could have flickered Archaeomancer, maybe that was better, but our opponent conceded, so even if that was a punt, it still won the game. Sweet! Well, we didn't play as badly, so hopefully I'll see you guys in round 3. Alrighty, round 3, here we go. We would love to play first. Well, we got a couple of cantrips and some value. I think we're going to keep this. Question is, do we start cycling to hit lands, or do we try and get aggressive with Kite? And the answer is, I don't know. Opponent plays a mountain. I think we're going to try and get aggressive with Kite, especially because we drew a land. Play Kite. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain. And a Mind Stone, interesting. Ooh, and a Wayfarer's Bauble. Looks like we're playing against a red ramp. We don't have any action, so we're just going to Prophetic Prism so we can get in for extra damage. Take our opponent to 17. I think we're going to be saving this. If Kite doesn't die, we're going to save this Striped Riverwinder to actually maybe even cast. We may not be cycling it. But we're definitely not casting our Chaomancer this turn. Unless we get hit with that Book Burning. Opponent's got a Firebolt. Okay, Kite down. They missed a land drop, but they do have a Wayfarer's Bauble. Okay, let's preordain, see what we find. Snake Form, Mana Leak. Snake Form to the bottom, Mana Leak to the top. Play an island. Pass the turn. Opponent probably cracks Wayfarer's Bauble for a mountain. I guess we'll see if they're monocolored here. They are not monocolored. They are Izzet. Yeah, we'll counter the value dork. If we get down the Striped Riverwinder, we should basically be able to kill our opponent, I think. Ooh, we could repeal Mind Stone and be nasty, but let's just cast Mnemonic Wall. We will pick up Mana Leak. Opponent has a Phantom Monster. Okay. We draw a Whisper Agent. We're just going to pass turn. We have Repeal, Mana Leak, and Whisper Agent. So we can definitely race at this point. Okay, opponent gets in for 3, that's fine. We're going to play a Fairy Seer. Sure. They go Scryan. So I think we repeal the Phantom Monster. Draw an island. Good. Whispers of the Muse. Now we can repeatedly draw cards because we can pay the buyback. Opponent gets in for 1, that's fine. We'll take it. Ninja of Deep Hours with ninjutsu. Didn't expect that one. Okay. They're going to hit us and draw a card. They're going to replay Fairy Seer. We're actually going to Mana Leak. On our opponent's end step, we will Whisper Agent. Go Surveilling. Frostburn Weird. Into the Grave. Do we want to try and Whispers of the Muse to try and get down Striped Riverwinder? I think not. I think there's actually a case we might start buybacking that. Okay, we draw Exclude. which might be our best play. Because if we play Archaeomancer, we're picking up Mana Leak and they're going to know we have it. I think we just attack and hold up Exclude / Whispers of the Muse. I don't know if they'll expect another counterspell. I don't know if they know that we have any of this. I don't think they do. Hypothesizzle. They're gonna kill my Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Let's see what they discard. Faithless Looting. They kill the wall. It's dead, Jim. They get in for 2. Draw a card. Okay. Cast Whispers of the Muse with buyback. Draw a Pondering Mage. And a Spined Thopter. Go to combat. Get in for 3. Take our opponent to 11. Play the Thopter. And pass the turn. Oh man, that's brutal. Well, we keep letting them draw with Ninja, so they're gonna have it. Hopefully they try and play a creature or something here. Otherwise we might be in deep trouble. Take some damage, they draw a card. Come on, you don't have any other interaction. Commit to the board. Yes. We exclude, counter it, and draw. Get a land. So I think we're just going to hold Whispers of the Muse. And now, while they're tapped out, we're going to play a giant 5/5 Hexproof. Which should hopefully be enough to start turning this game around. They can't burn it, they can't bounce it, and it's very unlikely they have an edict. Shimmering Glasskite, flying 2/3. That's all they got. Sure. We get a Snap. Snap is good. Play an island. Yeah, we gotta get aggressive to win this game. Attack for 5. No blocks from our opponent. Play Pondering Mage. Yeah, we'll keep those. Those are fairly good. Okay. Pass. Opponent's going to draw some more cards. Battle of the card draw here. Opponent plays an island. Opponent's got a Jilt. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. Sure. I think we just let them do this. If they have something else, that's what we want to snap. Unfortunately, I don't think we can dig out one more damage anywhere here. Is it Chronarch? And they're going to use that to pick up Jilt, I guess? We could take Hypothesizzle or Arc Lightning. They're gonna take Arc Lightning. It's a sorcery, and they can use it to hit our face. Insolent Neonate. Let's cantrip. Oh yeah, it's Wretched Griff. And then on top of that is Opt. Or under that, I mean. If we snap the Chronarch, they can just kill us. Because they can... Well, they already can, because they can Arc Lightning and then Flashback Firebolt. We're 1 damage off lethal. We'll snap the Neonate. Oh, okay. Untap some lands. So we can opt Narcolepsy. That doesn't do anything. Island. So there's nothing in our grave. We can Archaeomancer, I don't think that does anything. We get Archaeomancer for Preordain, and that would leave us with 3 mana and 3 cards we could see. We can cast Aether Snipe, bounce Chronarch, hit him for 5, and take him to 1. But that doesn't do it. I guess we have to Pondering Mage. I don't think there's anything on our deck that saves us, but this gives us the best chance of finding something. Ghostly Flicker. Does that do it? I don't believe so. If only we had a Distortion Strike. They may take a line that doesn't win the game. Nah, they got it. Okay. Game 2. Versus our opponent's deck. What's awful? I think we actually cut Serrated Arrows. No, what am I saying? We shouldn't do that. We should cut Opt and leave Serrated Arrows in. I think it picked it up in time. Alright, would love to play first. This hand's okay, we'll keep. They mulligan to 6. We play Tranquil Cove, go to 21, pass the turn. They play a mountain. We'll go ahead and play a Spined Thopter. They play a mountain. Firebolt the Thopter. Now we're going to do nothing for a few turns. They play Prophetic Prism, which does fix their mana, but they do not hit a third land. Well, if we can find something to capitalize before our opponent's able to play a land... Nope. They get their third land. They find a Wayfarer's Bauble, which will get them to their fourth. We can play a no-value Mnemonic Wall, so we will not do that. They did not crack Wayfarer's Bauble at the end of turn. It appears that maybe that had been their intent. We find a Gryff Vanguard. Yeah, right. If they have an exclude, they have an exclude. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That just means they're not excluding the Riverwinder. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell. If this resolves, they have no way to answer it, I don't think. It's not like they're going to overload a Cyclonic Rift or anything. Okay, they finally crack Wayfarer's Bauble. They get an island. And they cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination. They play another island. And a Shimmering Glasskite. Play an island. Attack for 5. Pass the turn. They play a mountain. Am I going to get ninjutsu'd? Got a feeling I might get ninjutsu'd. Prophetic Prism. I don't think there's anything we'd play pre-combat. So let's go ahead and get in for 5. I guess the only thing they have that could even temporarily answer this is like maybe an Aetherize, if that's in this format. That is a common. Pestermite. Okay. They're going to tap us out of white. They could block and have an Infuriate as well. They let us untap it, sure. Okay. Now we have double white. What are you going to do, opponent? They block. Okay. Play a Prophetic Prism. We draw. Hopefully something useful. Exclude. Exclude is a very good card here. Okay. Opponent untaps. Opponent attacks for 2. We go to 15. They play a tap land. They play Mnemonic Wall. We will exclude that. We draw Stave Off. That's even better. This makes this unkillable, even if they have something. Okay. We untap. We draw Syndic of Tithes. Play a Plains. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do we play this? Let's just play Mnemonic Wall and get back exclude. Get in for 5. Okay, pass the turn. And opponent scoops it up. We're going to game 3. Now let's just go ahead and run it back. It's not amazing, but we have playables. We'll keep. Opponent starts Island and Fairy Seer. It's going to be very bad if they have a ninja on turn 2. Actually, I guess no, if it's on turn 2, it'll be pretty bad. Alright, we draw Delver. That's something to do on turn 1. We'll play a Delver. Opponent plays a Mountain. Suspends Errant Ephemeron, which is a flying 4/4. Sure. Okay. Instant or sorcery, please. We will not reveal a Plains, no. Play an island. Play Frostburn, weird. Pass the turn. Okay. Ephemeron, suspend, ticking down. They play a Cloudkin Seer. Sure. Negative for 1, sure. Delver. We will not reveal Island, no. Go to combat, we'll attack for 2. No blocks from our opponent, we will pump once. Hit him for 3. Play Plains and play a Syndic of Tithes. Okay, Errant Ephemeron ticking down to 2. They play an island. Arc Lightning. Wow, that was pretty effective. They get in for 3. We draw Repeal. Get in for 2. Okay, pass the turn. Errant Ephemeron ticking down to 1. Opponent gets in for 3, that's fine. Okay. We draw a Wretched Griff. Get in for 2, take him to 13. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent casts Hieroglyphic Illumination, that's fine. They untap, Ephemeron coming off Suspend. They cast it. We're going to snap it. Untap some islands. Let our opponent carry on with their turn. We would like to draw a land in our next 2 draws. Okay. Opponent starts Faithless Looting. They discard Errant Ephemeron and Jilt. They're going to play a Prophetic Prism. Sure. And they're going to go attacking. We're going to repeal Cloudkin Seer, because they can't recast it this turn. Draw land. Perfect. They hit us for 1. That's fine. We draw Archaeomancer. Play an island. We're going to go ahead and cast Aether Snipe. We'll bounce the fairy. We don't want him doing any ninjutsu stuff. Hit him for 1. Take him to 12. Next turn we can potentially Archaeomancer Snap. We can also Archaeomancer Repeal. Or we can just attack and then sack Frostburn Weird to Wretched Griff. Okay, they replay Cloudkin Seer. They play a land. And they play a Mind Stone into their Fairy Seer. I didn't realize this. I thought they were just like a fairy in the middle of flying. I didn't realize they were like sitting by a pool. That's cool. The art was so dark on the card the first time I saw it. Draw planes. Well, now we could just hard cast Wretched Griff. Play a planes. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent decides no blocks. Takes 5 and goes to 7. We'll cast a Wretched Griff, draw a card. It's a plains. Pass the turn. And our opponent scooping it up. We go 2-1 in our Pauper Cube League, giving us enough play points to hopefully try again. Anyway, this was my first attempt at Pauper Cube. I am sorry, so sorry for the garbage plays in Game 1. I was too excited about all my options, and I will endeavor to punt a little less often in upcoming videos. Anyway, if you enjoyed this kind of content and you want to see more, please like this video and leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!